Hi, it's Friday evening, and I'm Brigid, the Snake Diet Warrior. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I have been traveling, and when I got home, I had a few issues with leg pain and, running around and doing some doctoring that I haven't done for a while. But I am home from the Snake Diet Fat Camp, and I do have some surprising labs to talk about tonight. About my trip, it was really good, but it was hard on my body, mostly my legs. I think that has a lot to do with being sedentary, not at fat camp, but I'm talking about being sedentary prior to coming to fat camp. I got to visit about a third of my list, which is pretty good because I was dropping in on people and calling them out of the blue, and had some really good visits. But about me driving, in the last 7 years, I hadn't driven more than 2 hours at a shot, and that was mostly to go see my Lyme disease doctor and coming back. And it was 18 plus hours drive to Canada from home, and on the way back, it was 18 and much, much more on the way back. I visited people that I hadn't seen anywhere from 8 to 30 years, and it was really wonderful to see the people. I didn't get as many pictures taken. We were so focused on talking. On my Facebook page, I did post pictures with my 94-year-old aunt, and I did post a couple pictures there. I drove through Montana, Wyoming, and the Black Hills of South Dakota, and I truly have to tell you that it was absolutely beautiful. It was gorgeous, but I have to confess that I am a true flatlander, and I prefer driving on the flat prairie lands of North Dakota and most of Minnesota and South Dakota. The trip, in fat camp and working with Cole, really helped me with the trip to get me out of my comfort zone, which was being homebound and not going anywhere. I now am being daily. I'm doing something whether I want to or not, because it's going to become habit, and just a way of life for me. Even if I don't have anything specific to do, I will get in my car and drive. And I am contacting relatives and friends daily, which is new for me. I'm trying to break free from that isolation that I've been in for so long. So I'm pushing my boundaries, and I think that's a very good thing. Just want to mention my weight. I did go off of the snake diet for about a week and a half in my travels. And as of today, I'm a half a pound less than what I was when I left the fat camp, which doesn't make me feel too bad at all. I think I did pretty good. I didn't completely go wild with food and didn't go back to my ice cream that I usually love to do. But I'm back on the snake diet. I'm drinking my snake juice, and things are looking up. One of the routine appointments I had to do was I needed to see my gastrointestinal doctor. Um, and we were talking about my hiatal hernia and my GERD. And I talked to him about the snake diet and Cole's mission. And he Googled right in front of me snake diet. And I told him what goals, Cole's missions were, helping people and working with obesity and trying to change the face of how people live their life. And he was very impressed, and he says, we need more people like Cole. And I just really thought that was neat and very receptive of him. I had not told him before that I told him I was doing every other day and sometime OMAD. I was a little hesitant to tell him what I was really doing. But I did tell him about my fasting. I just kind of broke down, and I told him how it was being done with the snake juice, and he said, the way you're doing fasting is smart fasting. So that really felt good. And the following day, I needed to see my primary physician, and we did some labs, and my potassium was low, and he, we talked about a pill, but he went back in my previous labs where my potassium was completely normal. So he suggested, and this is kind of funny because I don't expect doctors to do this, but he said, let's not do pills, just start drinking your snake juice with the potassium in it, and we'll check labs in about a month to 2 months, because my labs were so good before. Some of my other labs, I'm really kind of excited to talk about this. My kidney function. About 7 months ago, I was diagnosed with stage 3 kidney disease, possibly from a blood pressure pill that I was put on about 3 years ago, and I stopped taking that. The nephrologist said that more than likely, kidney disease and kidney function will not get better once they've been damaged. And, kidneys don't really heal after they've been damaged. However, my labs were 20 points up and actually 2 points away from being normal, which means that would knock me out of kidney disease. And I totally, give the credit to snake diet and the snake juice. And then, I was doing every morning a shot of baking soda in water. And, Cole says that cools down the kidneys. And I really think that routine really helped my kidney function, so I was pretty excited. My triglycerides were perfect with it in range. A year ago, I was diagnosed with triglyceridemia, which is really high triglycerides, and they were somewhere around 700, which is not very good. That's you're asking for a stroke in those areas. But to be perfectly normal, pretty excited about that. And my cholesterol, LDL and HDL, were perfect within range, and they haven't been that good for several years. So there's some really great things going on internally and psychologically with me, through the snake diet. And it really is a lifestyle. It's a way of life, that I'm really enjoying, and looking at my heart, looking at the way I live, the way I eat, the way I process things. Um, I will continue probably on the snake diet. I foresee doing that possibly the rest of my life, and when I get to my goal, I'll probably do 48s just like Cole. And I'm just really excited about the trip. My legs are getting better. I did try to walk, when I'd stop, but uh, you know, traveling like that can cause a little problem here and there. But I'm really tickled by everything that has gone on, and I'm really looking forward to the future and posting more videos, and hopefully not as long as this one. But I want to, encourage you to subscribe if you've enjoyed hearing about my journey and what snake diet has done for me. Um, like this video, share it. I'd really appreciate it. And I just want to say hello to my tribe, and thank you for all the comments and encouragement. I really appreciate it. Good night.